Alright, I've turned the recording back on just in case this does become a YouTube video, because this is really amusing so far. Because we're playing the Dream Machine. Quick recap for the YouTubes. We're playing the Dream Machine. Chapter 1 and 2 were free on Steam recently. And this game has a text-to-voice synthesizer in it. So, when we scroll over something...
Chapter 1. Chapter 2.
It reads it. And this is going to be an absolute mess. So,
Chapter 1.
Let's do it. Chapter 1. We are like the dreamer. Why didn't it read that? It's not reading this either!
We are like the spider. We weave our life and then move along in it. We are like the dreamer who dreams and then something. The Sleeping Machine presents... The Dream Machine, Chapter 1.
This is gonna be a mess.
A game by Anders F. Gustafsson and Eric Zaring. Zaring.
Just saying, if I'm visually impaired, I have no idea what's going on right now because our narrator didn't read any of that out to me.
Examine forked branch.
Should we examine the forked branch?
Pick up piece of wood. Pick up piece of wood.
Couple pieces of wood here.
Pick up piece of wood.
So, is this just like a point-and-click adventure game then?
Pick up shovel. Pick up fishing rod. Pick up piece of wood.
Yeah, so this
Pick up
is...
piece of wood. Pick up fishing rod.
This is gonna be...
Pick up piece of wood. Pick up shovel. Pick up shovel.
I mean, I guess
Pick
we'll
up
just...
fishing rod.
We'll just fill our inventory
Pick up
here.
fishing rod. Move rock. Move rock. Pick up lighter.
This is great. I love the
Examine
narrator.
Trees. Examine trees. Examine trees.
Okay, I
Examine
get it.
trees.
That's the plan. Hang
Are
on a
those
second.
coconuts?
Are
Examine
those-
trees.
Are those
Examine
coconuts?
trees. Are those coconuts?
Coconuts?
Examine trees. Examine trees. Are those coconuts?
Are those coconuts?
Examine
Okay, so both the
trees.
trees have coconuts in them. Alright,
Examine forked branch.
let's examine the forked branch.
Examine forked branch. It's a forked branch jutting out of the sand. Examine forked branch.
I just did, narrator.
Examine shovel. Examine 3 pieces of wood.
They're surprisingly dry.
Examine 3 pieces of wood. They're surprisingly dry.
That's what I just said, yeah. So does that mean
Examine shovel.
if we
Examine
combine
fishing rod. Examine lighter.
if we combine the lighter with the wood?
Examine lighter. That's a good idea, but maybe I should place them somewhere first. Examine 3 pieces of wood.
It didn't tell us that we were going to use it on the fire pit. Man, this narrator is very selective on what he actually announces.
Examine fishing rod. Examine lighter. Examine lighter.
Use lighter with the ground. Okay.
Examine fishing rod. Examine fishing rod. Examine forked branch. Examine fishing rod. Examine fishing rod. I placed the fishing rod on the
This is so
forked branch.
painful. Okay. How do I...
The fish doesn't seem too interested in biting though.
Okay.
Examine shovel. Examine shovel. Examine hole.
That looks horrifying. Okay, so
Examine shovel. Examine shovel.
I didn't realize that we could
examine hole.
actually...
Pick up worm.
Oh, man.
Examine fishing rod. I placed the fishing rod on the forked branch. The fish doesn't seem too interested in biting though. Examine shovel. Examine lighter. Examine worm. Examine worm. Examine fishing rod.
Oh, we got a
Reel in
bite.
fish.
We have a fish! Okay,
Examine fish.
I would like to
Examine
examine the
fish.
fish.
Examine fish. The fish looks tasty.
It
Examine
does, doesn't
fish.
it?
I can't bear to skewer the poor thing while it's still alive. Examine shovel. Examine shovel.
I just beat the fish to
That
death with a
seems to have
shovel.
killed the fish. Examine fish. Examine wreck. The boat has been smashed against that rock. Is that how I ended up here?
Probably.
It's strange that I can't remember something like that.
Yeah.
Pick up grilled fish. Examine grilled fish.
Oh, let's examine the grilled
grilled
fish.
fish.
Imperial or Venerator Star Destroyer? I have always liked the Venerator more, but I know that the Imperial is a better ship system. Like it's the more advanced version, from what I understand. I'm not a Star Wars expert, but I like the look of the Venerator more.
Examine grilled fish. The fish looks ready to eat.
Well, then let's eat it.
Examine grilled fish. It tastes great, but
Could use some salt.
what's this? There's a piece of paper in the belly of the fish.
Well, I'm glad that didn't burn on the fire.
Examine map. Examine map.
Venator. Oh, right, not Venerator. Yeah, Venator.
Examine map.
I thought it was the Venerator
Examine
Star
map.
Destroyer for some reason. Okay. Rock, 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 rock. X. Rock, 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 rock. Ah, rock, 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 rock. X. Which means the X is going to
Examine
be right
shovel.
about here.
Examine shovel. 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 Examine hole. Examine hole.
Examine the shovel, sir! Oh, I think it's time to wake up. Yeah, there's the picture that we were dreaming about.
Turn off alarm clock.
Achievement unlocked, Island Life.
Examine box. These boxes are all we managed to move here last night. The rest of them, along with the furniture, should arrive later today.
Okay, I expected that to be much darker than
It
that
says
for some
baby
reason.
clothes on the label.
Okay. Is there
Examine
a baby, or do we just like
This
baby
must have belonged
clothes?
to the previous inhabitants. It doesn't work.
Okay, you want a dark... Oh god. No,
Examine
no, no.
boxes.
No, no, no.
These two contain books mostly. Examine boxes. Examine
Okay.
boxes. Examine box.
Was. Oh no.
Examine box. The label on this box says Victor's clothes.
So until
Examine
further
box.
information, we're just gonna say
Examine
that we're
window.
Victor.
Examine boxes. Examine box. Examine window. This view is much nicer than our old apartments.
Okay, we should
I'll
make
miss
the bed.
being close to nature, though.
Me too. Living in the middle of a city is not my ideal. Can we make the bed?
Examine pillow. Alicia's side of the bed is empty.
Well, where's Alicia?
She must be up already.
Okay, that's, again,
Examine pillow.
not as dark as I expected it to
Examine
be.
box. Examine box. It contains an assortment of bedspreads. Examine box. Examine boxes. These two are filled to the brim with crime novels.
Crime novels? Is that... Wait, what was her name?
Alicia loves those.
Now you pronounce it Alicia. I'm pretty sure it was Alyssa a second ago, or Alicia.
Examine pillow.
Alright, well,
Examine
Alicia
boxes.
loves crime novels.
Examine alarm clock. Examine ventilation grate. Examine painting. That painting seems a lot like my dream. I must have fallen asleep looking at it.
Okay, let's talk about the logistics of this man, Victor, we're assuming, falling asleep looking at that painting. Right? We woke up with our head here, and our legs down here, looking upward. Which means, this picture is on that back wall, and we have a headboard. So, to be looking at this painting as we were falling asleep, our neck would have to be cricked back, and then we'd be looking at it upside down, but it also has a frame on it. Along with the bed frame, we probably could only see about from here up on the painting. So we actually fell asleep with our neck cranked all the way back, looking at half of a painting, upside
it has
down.
a kind of tacky charm that Alicia usually hates.
Maybe he passed out sitting up and then rolled over. That is possible. That is possible. But then he would have had to have been sitting up with his legs on the pillow side, right? Or his neck just completely 360 or 180'd. Have you seen how much this man beside me moves in his sleep? No.
Enter nursery.
Surprisingly, he could fall asleep in Virginia and somehow wind up here. I'm not surprised by that.
We haven't installed the lighting fixtures yet.
Well, there's a lighting fixture right over here. Why don't you just plug it in?
Examine ventilation grate. It's just an old ventilation grate. Examine ventilation grate.
I have a strong feeling
Enter
it's
nursery.
not just an old ventilation.
Enter nursery.
The one door off of
Enter
our bedroom
hallway.
goes into the... Wait,
Enter
hang on.
bedroom. Examine boxes. Enter nursery.
Is it
Push
the nursery
button.
or the hallway?
Enter nursery.
Look, you put a nursery where you can.
Enter bedroom.
I'm
Enter
not bothered
bedroom.
by the nursery necessarily being
Examine
directly
boxes.
off. Now
Enter
I'm more
nursery.
stuck on the fact that it, for a
Enter
second,
nursery.
gave us the option of entering
Examine
the
box.
hallway. I feel like I'm constantly
Enter
interrupting this
nursery.
guy.
Examine box.
I feel a little bad about
Examine
it.
boxes. Examine boxes. These two contain some of Alicia's eBay purchases.
What is Alicia
Examine boxes.
purchasing on eBay?
Examine box. This contains some of Alicia's student literature.
Is she a student
Examine
or is she a
box.
teacher? Crime
Look
novels?
inside
Touche.
box. Pick up telephone.
That doesn't look like a telephone to me, I'm gonna be honest.
Pick up telephone.
This is such an odd little game. I don't hate it. And the narrator is definitely making it very amusing. It's just an odd game. Claymation
Enter
has never
kitchen.
really been my
Examine
shtick.
box.
All the toys and they're so eerie and sad.
Examine
yeah, I don't
box.
think Alicia's here.
This contains some parental reading material that I'll dig into as soon as we're stable. Examine box.
What? So we have baby clothes, and we have parental reading material, but we're not going to dig into it until we're stable, so is there no child? We have a nursery as well, which the nursery is apparently this hallway. Child, as a parent, you is never stable again.
Examine boxes. These two contain parts of my precious vinyl collection. Examine boxes. Examine guitar. My old axe.
Okay.
A reminder of my dreams of becoming a stage musician.
That's definitely going to be the next
Once
stage.
we're settled in, I'll try to get the music career brewing again.
Good luck, Victor.
Enter hallway.
Hallway.
Look inside box. Enter kitchen.
Did we look in this box?
Enter kitchen. Examine box. This contains things for the nursery.
Kitchen
Examine
or
box.
hallway?
Enter kitchen.
Alicia's supposed to be in the kitchen, so we're
Examine
going into
guitar.
the hallway.
Enter hallway. Examine boxes.
Oh my gosh, she's real!
Enter kitchen. Enter kitchen. Enter kitchen. Examine boxes. Enter hallway. Enter kitchen. Examine boxes. These two contain some of our winter clothes.
Thank you.
Examine boxes. Push button. There are no lights here yet. Push button. Examine box. I think this box contains Christmas decorations. Examine box. A fraction of Alicia's shoe collection. Examine box.
Shoe collection. So I collect
Examine
vinyls,
boxes.
she collects shoes and crime novels.
These two contain things for the hallway. Examine boxes. Pick up mail. Examine box.
Something behind
It
this
looks
box?
like there's something behind this box.
What?
Move box. Look inside box. It contains blankets. Alicia likes to keep warm.
I didn't realize this game was about
Examine
Mackenzie.
box. It looks like there's something behind this box. Move box. Examine box. Examine
Well,
telephone
obviously
outlet.
we're going to go ahead and plug in the
That's
telephone.
the outlet for the telephone. Examine telephone. Examine telephone. I don't want to put it back. Examine code. Examine box. Enter kitchen. Enter nursery. Examine telephone.
We
Examine
gotta wait
telephone.
for him to catch up. Hang on, give him a minute
Examine
here.
telephone.
He's doing his best. This
Examine
narrator is doing his
telephone
best.
Outlet. Use telephone. Pick up mail.
He's doing his best.
Examine boxes. Examine mail. Examine mail. Open letter.
Here we go.
Open letter. Pick up letter.
He's doing
Enter
his best.
nursery. Examine envelope. Examine letter. Examine
Please
letter.
read this. He's not gonna read it. Oh. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Neff, thank you for choosing Prosser and Ankovich Realtor Service. We hope you enjoy your new home for many years to come. If you have any questions regarding our services, or if you have questions regarding the apartment or maintenance issues, please don't hesitate in directing them to our head office at this number, 555-497680. For some reason, I have a feeling that I need to write that number down. So give me just one moment here. 555 4, no, that's a 9. 49 7680. That is definitely going to be relevant. We look forward to continuing to serve you. Again, I thank you for choosing Prosser and Ankovich. Sincerely, blah, blah, blah. Bert Sanders, President of Customer Relations, PCS Division of Prosser and Ankovich. Prosser and Ankovich. I'm really disappointed that our narrator did not read that note.
Examine box. Use telephone. Open door. Examine ventilation grate. Examine ventilation grate.
Oh, hey, we didn't have to
looks
write
like
it down.
an old ventilation grate. Examine ventilation grate. Examine ventilation grate. Examine ventilation grate. Open door. Examine boxes. Use telephone. Use telephone. Call Prosser and Ankovich. Prosser and Ankovich. How may I help you? Yeah, hi. My name's Victor Neff. My wife and I just moved into an apartment
Okay, come
arranged
on,
by
man.
your company. Why, hello Mr. Neff, what can I do for you? What kind of services does your company provide? What kind of services does your company provide? Never mind. I don't know why I called you. Never mind. I don't know why I called you. What kind of services does your company provide?
Catch up.
Our main service is that of a realtor, but we also extend a bit
We're
beyond
just gonna
that.
skip all this, and we're gonna let
We
him.
basically connect people
we're gonna let the
looking for
narrator do
apartments
it.
with people who have apartments to rent or sell. But if you ever need help with things like renting furniture or negotiating leases, we also provide those types of services. Did that answer your question? Thanks, that's good to know. Was that all? That's all, thank you. That's all, thank you. No problem. Goodbye. Bye. Enter kitchen.
Oh, this is lovely.
Pick up empty box. Enter living room. Examine drawer. Examine drawer.
Examine the drawer.
Examine drawer.
Examine the drawer.
Examine drawer. It's empty. Examine drawer. Examine drawer. Examine drawer. Examine drawer. Examine drawer. It's empty. Examine drawer. Examine cupboard. It's empty.
Like
Examine
Hawking and
cupboard.
Rain Man had a baby.
Turn cold water tap. Turn warm water tap. Examine drawer.
Let's go ahead and waste some water.
It's empty. Examine drawer. Examine cupboard. Examine drawer. It's empty.
She's actively
Examine
cooking on the
drawer.
stove. We're not gonna say hi
Turn
to her.
off
We're
stove.
just gonna turn it off.
Turn off stove. Turn off stove. Turn off stove. I shouldn't mess with
We're
that when
just
Alicia
standing
is
and
trying
talking
to
like
cook.
this in front of our wife.
Damn straight. Open fridge. We'll have to do a market run later today. Yeah.
Yeah.
An empty fridge is a depressing sight.
Fact.
Close fridge.
No, we'll just leave it open.
Turn
Go and
on
waste
lamp.
the power.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome. I love you.
Turn off lamp. Turn off lamp. Enter living room. Examine boxes. Examine boxes. These 3 contain various knickknacks for the modern living room.
For the
Examine
modern
boxes.
living room.
Enter kitchen.
For the modern living room, specifically. Why in the hell do we have 4 radiators in this room? That seems like such a hazard to me.
Examine ashtray. Examine ashtray. Pick up crumpled paper.
Said so we can set our house on fire here in a second, using our 4 radiators. Actually, hang on.
Examine ashtray. Examine ashtray. Examine
Why do your
ashtray.
radiators look like they should be in the paleontology department of a museum? No. Kamira, please. This is
Examine
a
boxes.
modern living room.
Enter kitchen.
Specifically.
Examine boxes. Examine plants. Examine plants.
Can we water the plants?
Examine plants. Some wilted plants, probably left here by the previous tenant. Examine plants.
Unfortunately, I don't think we really have anything
Examine envelope.
that we can
examine
use to water
empty
the
box.
plants.
Examine plants.
I mean, I could use this mug right here, but
Examine
it won't let me have
boxes.
the mug.
Some outgrown baby clothes donated by thoughtful relatives. Examine boxes. Examine boxes. Examine boxes. Enter kitchen. Talk to Alicia. Turn cold
Alyssa,
water
please.
tap.
Alicia,
Turn cold
please.
water tap. Enter bathroom. Push button.
This is such an
Enter
odd
bathroom.
game.
Close fridge. Enter
Got
bathroom.
baby oil? Oh god.
Close fridge. Enter bathroom. Enter bathroom. Push button. There are no lights here yet. Push button. Enter
Echinacea,
bathroom.
Sage.
Enter kitchen. Examine mirror. Examine mirror.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have nightmares
Turn
about this
cold water
tonight. You're
tap.
welcome.
Pick up baby oil. Examine skin lotion.
Alright, let's
It's
go ahead and take a
delicious skin
shower.
lotion. It's expensive,
Plenty of
but
time
she
for that
swears
later.
by it. Examine conditioner. Examine shampoo. A nurturing blend of echinacea and sage. The preferred brand of the Neff household.
Presumably the
Examine
previous tenant was
conditioner.
single.
I should probably start using this stuff more often. Examine conditioner.
We're wasting all the water.
Take shower. I'd love to get out of these clothes, but there'll be plenty
Ugh.
of time for that later. Take shower. Take shower.
Okay.
Take shower. I'd love to get out of these clothes, but
I don't know
there'll
about
be
all
plenty
this.
of time for that later. Take shower. Examine towel hanger. Only
Hello,
one
handsome.
hanger.
I'm glad you're
Presumably,
self-confident.
The
That's
previous
good.
tenant was single. Examine towel hanger.
He's gonna say hello,
Turn cold
handsome
water
like 4
tap.
times. Hang
Turn
on.
warm water tap.
Hang on.
Turn cold water tap.
Hang on.
Turn cold water tap. Examine towel hanger. Turn warm water tap. Flush toilet. Flush toilet. Examine mirror. Examine mirror image. 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 Hello, handsome.
Hello.
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hello.
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hello.
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hello.
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hi there.
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
How you doing?
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome. Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hi.
Examine mirror image. Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hello.
Examine mirror image. Hello, handsome.
Hi there.
Examine mirror image.
Okay. Oh,
Enter kitchen.
Contain yourself.
Lid.
God.
Lift lid. Close lid. Close lid.
What if we
Plug
just?
toilet.
What if we put the baby oil in the
Examine
toilet?
envelope. Examine empty box. Examine crumpled paper. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil. I'm slick enough as it is.
Okay.
Close lid. Close lid. Examine crumpled paper. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil.
Hey, honey.
Examine baby oil. Close lid. It doesn't need to be covered in baby oil. Close lid. Enter kitchen. Enter living room. Enter living room. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil. You mind if I squirt some baby oil on you? I thought you'd never ask. Talk to Alicia.
That? Okay.
Talk to Alicia. Oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I thought I'd surprise you with breakfast in bed.
I think... oh, that's sweet of you. Whew, excuse me. Here, let me help you with that. I could go back to bed if you want me to. About time, I'm starving. I can go back to bed.
Let me help you with that. I could go back to bed if you want me to. Nah. It's almost done. Perhaps later.
I mean, you're covered in baby oil now, so...
Could you set the table for us while I finish up?
There is no table. I just woke up, Alicia, and already you're expecting miracles from me? We don't have a kitchen
We don't
table.
have a kitchen table. It doesn't have to be a table. Anything square and flat will do for now.
God, I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Just grab an empty box or something.
There's some other things I'd like to do first, though I'm tired. Can't you do it yourself?
Of course,
darling.
Darling. Thanks, honey. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil. You mind if I squirt some baby oil on you? I thought you'd never ask.
Can you put it over by the
Examine
windows?
Examine drawer. Examine envelope. Examine empty box. Examine empty box. Can you put it over by the windows? Enter
Oh,
living
hang
room.
on. Do we
Enter
have to get
living
the dishes
room.
now?
Examine crumpled paper. Examine
Well,
empty
I
box.
set up the table.
Examine empty box. Examine crumpled paper. Examine baby oil. Examine crumpled paper. Examine boxes. Enter kitchen. Enter kitchen. Turn off stove. Talk to Alicia. Have you found something to put the breakfast on? Yeah, I put an empty box over there in the corner by the windows. Yeah, I put an empty box over there in the corner by the windows.
Her face,
found an
seriously,
empty
why?
box over
That
by
is
the
a
sink.
great question.
It's
Look
all
at
set and
her.
ready for breakfast.
She's a monster.
I could only find that filthy box over there by the windows. Sorry. That doesn't matter, Victor. We can eat a fancy dinner instead, once the furniture arrives. Just sit down and I'll bring us the breakfast. Enter living room. Enter living room.
Nice. She's gonna bring
Examine
it to us.
plans. Sit down by box.
Oh.
Isn't this magical?
Well, it would be if there was food.
The first breakfast in our new apartment.
I don't think this place deserves a tip. It could use some candles at the very least. I'm skeptical about this cardboard table, though.
I'm skeptical about this cardboard table, though. I'm skeptical about this cardboard table, though. We can eat in style once the
Use a
furniture
brown paper
shipment
bag.
arrives.
Oh no.
But how was it? How was what, dear? Your first night in our new home? Did you sleep well?
Like a baby. Covered in baby oil because I'm slick enough already, apparently. Even slept with my clothes on. I dreamt a lot. I can't have been sleeping all that deeply.
I dreamt a lot, so I can't have been sleeping all that deeply. Oh. What did you dream?
I dreamed a dream of days gone by. Dreamt about fishing, alone on a small island. I don't like talking about my dreams, honey. Leave me alone. You told me I couldn't be a musician. We had to have a kid instead.
I dreamt about fishing.
Okay,
What did you
Venti.
do?
I dug a worm from the ground. I caught a fish. I started a fire. I found a note in the fish.
I found a note in a fish. I found a note in a fish. What did it say? It was a treasure map. How exciting.
It was exciting.
Did you find the treasure? I was just about
I did.
to,
It was an alarm clock.
but the alarm clock went off and the sound must have fused with my dream. That's when I woke up. It's strange how the mind incorporates real things into dreams like that. I've read that it does that for us to get our precious rest no matter what. It only wakes you up if it thinks you're in danger. It's comforting to know that my mind is looking out for me even when I'm sleeping.
So that's the thesis statement of this game, I guess.
But what do you think it means? What means? Your dream, silly.
That I want to be away from you. A desert island means I need more solitude. There's the answer I just gave. Dreams are just synapses in your brain firing away randomly. I don't know, what do you think it means? I don't know, what do you think it means, honey?
I don't know. What do you think it means? Do you want my appeasing answer? Or do you want to know what I really think?
Tell me what you want, what you really want. How Socratic. I want you to tell me the truth, of course. I'll trust your judgment.
I'll trust your judgment on this one. You can't be diplomatic in all situations.
Prove it!
You know that, right?
Prove it! You can absolutely be diplomatic in all situations. Even when diplomacy fails, you can still act diplomatically.
I just want you to tell me what you think without any prior bias. In that case, I won't tell you.
I'm taking my baby oil back.
It was just a dream, Alicia.
Alicia, please.
You're taking it too seriously. I'm sorry, Victor. I guess the force of pregnant mood swings is strong with me today. Don't I know it?
How was your first night? Did you dream about anything?
Did you dream about anything? I dreamt I was on a luxury cruise through the Mediterranean.
Well, let me tell you what I think that means.
I was on the deck in a fold-out chair being served umbrella drinks. You've dreamt that before, haven't you? Yeah, it's a recurring dream. It'll haunt me till the day you buy us that luxury cruise.
Haunt us both then?
Haunt us
Oh
both.
no!
Then. This is quite a breakfast. How long
And-
have you been up? Since about 9. I was having a dream, but after a while it turned really weird.
Well, you didn't. I just asked you about your dreams, and you just told me that you had a dream that you were on a luxury cruise, and now you're telling me that it ended really weird? Which is it, honey? Tell me the
That's when I woke
truth.
up. What happened?
I don't need all this.
Do you remember
Secrecy.
the caretaker that let us in last night? Of course, I can't remember his name, though. Me neither. Except
Horton.
that it ended with Horton.
His name is
Something like
Horton,
that.
obviously.
He showed up in my dream. Sounds like he made quite an impression on you. To be honest, he sort of creeped me out.
Well, you sort of creep me
He
out,
seems all
so 50-50 here, really.
Maybe in real life, but the dream version of him was a real creep.
So what was so weird about your dream? What did the caretaker do in your dream?
What did the caretaker do in your dream? Can't we talk about this later, Victor?
Oh my gosh! I don't get along with my wife.
I'm still a bit disturbed by it. That bad, huh? Now I'm curious. What did the caretaker do in your dream? Can't we talk about this later, Victor?
I'm so tempted to
I'm
keep
still a
asking
bit
it, but then we
disturbed
have to
by
wait
it.
for the narrator to catch up.
That bad, huh? Now I'm
Speaking of the
curious.
caretaker, he still has the key.
Speaking of the caretaker, he still has our key, doesn't he? He said he'd stop by with the duplicate, but he must have forgotten. I'd better give him a call then. Sounds like a plan. I'll go wash up while you give him a call. You need any help with that? Stop pampering me, dear. I'll be fine.
Ugh. She freaks
Enter
me out,
kitchen.
man.
Enter bathroom.
He's gonna plant a camera in the vent, then sneak in and murder her?
Talk to
Probably.
Alicia. Examine crumpled paper. Examine baby oil.
Ugh.
Examine baby oil. I'm slick enough as it is. Talk to Alicia. Talk to Alicia. Have you managed to get hold of the caretaker? The phone's plugged in, but I don't know his
Style of
number.
one of her crime novels,
So
you're
what
right.
was your dream about? So what was your dream about? Nothing, never mind. Not yet, but at least the phone's working now. Nothing, never mind. Enter nursery. Look inside box. Enter hallway. Open door. Use telephone. Examine box. Use telephone. Call Prosser and Ankovich. Prosser and Ankovich. How may I help you? Yeah, hi. It's Victor Neff again.
Or
I
just
have
check your
another question
records
for you.
in relation to my
Hello
name.
again, Mr. Neff. How can I help you this time? I'm trying to reach the caretaker of this building. You wouldn't happen to have his number, would you? What's
Fired
the
and
address of the
destroyed.
building? I'm sorry, I don't know. We just moved here yesterday. I can't recall the exact address. Oh, don't worry. It'll come to you. You probably have it written down somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it someplace. Just
To
call
whom
me
it
back
may
when you find
concern,
it. Thanks. Bye.
I'm
Examine
hiding
crumpled paper. Examine
in the
crumpled
hope
paper.
that
It seems to be the remains of a letter. Somebody
something
tried to destroy it,
paranoid look
but
below
the
the
fire
bedroom.
didn't consume it entirely.
Whatever mine.
If I
and
unfold it carefully, I might be able to read it. That should do it.
Travis,
Examine
the
letter
previous
pieces.
tenant.
Examine letter pieces. I'd better be careful when I rotate the pieces. They look very delicate.
I don't know. Reading speed 1, reading speed. I didn't mean to change that. Reading speed off, okay. I don't know how to, like, rotate the pieces, though. Oh. Oh, weird. What a strange way to do that. Wait. Oh, this is weird. So, you gotta grab it, like, by the corners, and then as you move it, it sort of goes around. Hang on, we just gotta get this rotated. Alright. To whom it may concern, I'm hiding bleh, in the hope that won't find, I'm guessing the letter. Something is going on in the something, probably building or apartment. Know what? I'm not paranoid. Look under the floorboard below the light switch in the bedroom and you'll see what I mean. Whatever that thing, something, it is mine, and I'm not staying around to find out about what it does. Perhaps you'll be able to figure it out. Travis, the previous tenant.
Enter nursery.
Well, let's go look under the floorboards in the bedroom.
Enter bedroom. Enter bedroom.
That was a cool puzzle. I enjoyed that.
Examine floorboard. Examine floorboard. The
Board
board
is
is
nailed
nailed to the
down.
floor. I can't get it up with my bare hands.
What about with some
Examine
baby oil?
Examine baby oil. Baby oil is surprisingly versatile. Examine baby oil.
Alright, so we need
floorboard.
something.
That will only make opening it harder.
We need something
Examine
to
floorboard.
open. Can we pry it open with the
Examine
axe?
boxes. Enter nursery. Push button.
That will only make it harder. Oh
Enter
god,
nursery.
why?
Enter hallway.
It went over my head. Why'd you
Examine
have to bring it
box.
back up?
Examine boxes. Examine guitar.
Hello?
Examine guitar.
Anyone there?
Examine boxes. Examine box. Enter hallway. Open door. Use entry phone.
Have you called the
Use
caretaker?
entry
I did,
phone.
but I couldn't find the
Hello?
number.
Anyone there?
Call the caretaker first. I don't
Open
want to be
door.
alone when he comes with the spare
Enter
key.
kitchen. Examine box.
Thanks, darling. You're
Examine
welcome.
boxes. Open door. Leave apartment.
Do you have
Have
the
you
address
called the
there, honey
caretaker?
boo?
I'm just gonna check if the furniture has arrived. Call the caretaker first. I don't want to be alone when he comes with the spare key. Sure thing. The movers can wait. Thanks, darling. Examine code. Examine code. Examine code.
Guess it's not in there.
Examine box. Examine
Honey, do you know
box.
the address here?
Examine box. Examine box.
Because they refuse to look it up because they're
Enter kitchen.
jerks.
Examine
Oh.
boxes.
Every time you turn
Enter
around.
nursery. Look inside
Do you know the
box.
address of the building? No, it
Enter
slipped my
kitchen.
mind. It's probably all the baby oil.
Examine stove.
But we
Talk
ought to have it
Alicia.
written down somewhere around here.
Have you managed to get hold of the caretaker?
Gee, thanks.
Do you know the address of this building? Do you know the address of this building? No, it slipped my mind. But we ought to have it written down somewhere around here. Enter living
Oh,
room.
maybe on the envelope?
Examine plans.
Aha!
Examine boxes. Examine plans. Examine boxes. Examine boxes. Enter kitchen. Examine baby
It's
oil.
amazing, actually. My brain has
Examine
started to just
envelope.
tune out their narrator.
Examine envelope.
I'm almost not even
MR
hearing
and
him at this
Mrs.
point.
Neff. 12, DuPont Crest. Bramford SK. Talk to Alicia. Enter nursery. Look inside box. Enter hallway. Examine box. Examine
I don't know
box.
where everything is just yet.
Use telephone.
Not
call
finding any
Prosser and
caretaker
Anchorage.
at that address.
Call Prosser and
You wouldn't happen
Ankovich.
to know his name, would you?
Prosser and Ankovich. How may I help
Try
you?
Norton. I think
Get
it's
hot.
Horton,
It's
but
Victor Neff again.
try Horton.
I have another question for you. Hello
Sure sounded
again,
like it, but I
Mr.
wasn't
Neff.
really concentrating.
How can I help
Nope,
you
must
this
have been
time?
something else. There are
I'm
no
trying to
Hortons.
reach the caretaker
Could have
of
been
this
something
building.
else. Try Norton.
You wouldn't
Norton,
happen
is
to
it?
have his number,
Might have
would
been.
you?
It's really
What's
tired.
the address of the building?
On a blank. Could have been anything
12,
else. Could have been
DuPont
Morton.
Crest.
Morton, you
That's
say?
the old building
sure that's what
behind
he said.
Esper Square.
I have a Felix
Right.
Morton here, but he's
I think
actually
so.
listed as your landlord, not
We're
the
new
car-
in town, so I don't know where everything is just yet.
That's
Let's
why
see
I
here.
couldn't find him.
I'm not
Would you like his
finding
number
any
instead?
caretaker
Yes.
at that address. You wouldn't happen to
I'm
know
not
his
gonna write
name,
that down because I think
would
it's
you?
gonna let me call it.
I think it's Norton.
Anything else you needed? Nope,
I think
that's
it's
it.
Norton. Try Horton. I think it's Norton. Try Horton. Horton.
Just tune back
and
into the caretaker.
It sure sounded like it, but I wasn't really concentrating. Nope, it must have been something else. There are no Hortons at
Call
that
Mr.
address.
Morton.
Could it have been something else? I think it's Norton. Norton, is it? It might have been.
We're gonna let him
I
catch
was
up
really
here.
tired last night, though.
We just make sure that nothing
No,
in the world is
I'm
on
drawing a
fire.
blank with Norton. Could it have been something else?
Could have been something
I'm
else,
afraid
yeah.
I can't remember. He might have said Morton.
Planet Zoo is on
Morton,
sale on Steam
you
right
say.
now for anyone that's interested.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I have a Felix Morton here, but he's actually listed as your
Let's take
landlord,
birth certificates.
not the caretaker. That's why I couldn't find him. Would you like his number instead? Yeah, I suppose it must be the same guy. Then his number is
Just take a nap.
555 to 64
Let this
75
do its
33.
thing.
Right. Got it? Was there anything else you needed? No, that's fine for now. Thank you for your help. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Use telephone.
Yep.
Use telephone.
Yep.
Call Prosser and Ankovich.
No.
Call Mr. Morton.
Yes.
Morton here.
Hey, Morton. How's it
Hello.
going?
This is Victor Neff from the second floor. The couple you let in yesterday. Yes, hello Mr. Neff. Are you settling in all right? Everything is fine, thanks.
Everything is fine, thanks.
But I was just wondering when you'd be around to deliver the spare key you mentioned last night. Oh, I'm sorry, I'd all but forgotten about that. Heh.
Heh.
I figured you might have. I'll be right up. Thanks. Examine box. Open door. Game menu. Save game. Resume. Use telephone. Open door.
Yeah, just got off the phone with
Leave
him.
apartment.
Said he'd be right up.
Have
Just
you
need to
called
check
the
furniture.
caretaker? Yeah, I just got off the phone with him. He said he'd be right up. I'm just gonna check if the furniture has arrived. Can't you stay until he gets here? I don't want to be alone when he comes with the spare key. Sure thing. The movers can wait. Can't you let him in yourself? Can't you let him in yourself? Sure thing. The movers can wait. Thanks, darling. Use telephone. Open door. Use entry phone. Hello. Use entry phone. Examine code. Enter kitchen. Enter nursery.
Oh.
Examine baby oil.
Oh.
Examine envelope. Examine letter. Examine letter. I don't want to put it back in there. Examine baby oil. Examine letter pieces. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil. That doesn't seem to need any lubrication. Examine envelope. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil. Use entry phone. Open door. Use entry phone. Hello. Use entry phone. Use entry phone. Hello.
This game is
Use
horrendous
entry
for my
phone.
nerves.
Hello. Use entry phone.
I'm sorry to add to your
Hello.
stress.
Use entry phone. Open door.
I will remind you that
Hello
it was your
again,
idea to not
Mr.
turn off
Neff.
the narrator.
Here's the spare key. Thanks. Is the apartment in order?
Yeah, everything's
Everything
great,
seems
thanks.
fine. Just
Perfect.
tell me if you need help with anything.
Yeah,
Was that all?
it's more the faces. Yeah, I don't like... The wife is the worst part. Alicia is... She's got a face.
What should I call you? Are you the caretaker or the landlord? Prosser and Ankovich didn't have you listed as the caretaker. I can see how that
I'm
would be
okay.
confusing.
This creepy Jason dude here murders her. Sad for Baby, though.
My family's owned the house for generations.
Baby would probably come out with her eyes, so...
I rent out the apartments I don't need and try to take care of the estate as best that I can.
I'm terrified of what that baby might look like. Yeah,
Making you
exactly.
both the caretaker and your landlord. I see. What should I call you? Are you the caretaker or the landlord? What should I call you? Are you the caretaker or the landlord? If I
Don't
need
be
you
shy
again,
if you need me.
where do I find you? That's all for now. That's all for now. Then I'll head downstairs. Don't be shy if you need me. Thanks. Alright. Time to see what the furniture movers are up to. Open door. Leave apartment.
Oh gosh, there's a whole
Open closet
world
door.
here.
Open closet door. The door is locked. Open closet door. Examine box. I think this box contains
Can I
fire
get a fire
equipment.
axe out of there? Because that could
Examine
be really useful.
box. Examine box. I think this box
Who
contains
seals off
fire
a
equipment.
stairwell?
Examine box. Open stairwell door. The stairwell seems to have been sealed off. Judging by the warning tape,
Jason,
I'd say it's probably hazardous. Open stairwell door. Open left apartment door. Open left apartment door. Open left apartment door. Open left apartment door. Ring doorbell. Open left apartment door. That
She's also
wouldn't
gonna
be
have a
very
horrifying
polite.
face. Oh,
I don't
God.
want to upset our new neighbors. Ring
Oh,
doorbell. Just a moment, dear. I'll be right with you.
oh.
Hello Ma M. My
Ma
name's
M.
Victor Neff.
Hello, Ma M.
My wife and I just moved in next door to you. I just thought
Why
I'd
is
stop
this
by
game
and
this
introduce
way?
myself. Why hello there, young fella. I'm Edie Jones. I'm the resident senior in this house.
The apartments are fabulous, but these old houses can be a bit creepy. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. You live here by yourself?
The apartments are fabulous, but these old houses can be a bit creepy. Well, what did you expect from a house
Of
built
course
on
it
an Indian
is.
burial ground? Say what? I'm just joshing you, son.
Oh, okay.
It's founded on bedrock. Sturdy as can be. You couldn't bury someone here unless they got run over by a steamroller.
Interesting that that's where your
Did
brain
you
went.
say your name's Victor Neff? Like the actor? Just like the actor, but he lived before my time, though.
Well, now we know
But
how
you two must be
Alicia's
related,
gonna die.
surely. No relation, I'm afraid. I've never seen any of his movies either, to be honest. Ah, you're missing out. He had a knack for playing brutes. He used to be a boxer, you see. Then I assure you our similarities end with our names. You seem like such a polite young man, unlike the caretaker here.
Dang, lady, you dropping tea. Can we just go ahead and ask her for a crowbar or something? I know, right?
Mr. Morton? Yeah, that's the one.
What do you know about him? He doesn't seem to be taking very good care of the house. What do you know about him?
What do you know about him? About as much as I care to. I've lived here long enough to see him grow up. I knew his father quite well. He was the caretaker prior to little Felix, a wonderful man. Unfortunately, the apple fell far from the tree, in this case.
You don't like him?
You don't like him? How could I? He tried to get me evicted as soon as his father died.
He wanted young people in here.
Fortunately, I've got connections with the housing board in this town. Now, if you'll excuse
Your
me,
guests.
I'm afraid I'm being rude to my guests. A game of bridge between three is, after all, not a game of bridge at all. See you later then, Mrs. Jones.
Just call me Eddie.
Edie. Everybody does.
Okay, Eddie.
Bye then, Edie.
See you later, Eddie.
Goodbye, dear.
Sorry, Edie.
Call elevator.
Hello, elevator.
Ah, I thought that might happen.
Sorry to
I'm
disturb
sorry
you
to
again.
disturb you again, Edie, but what happened to the elevator? The door jams every once in a while.
We should not be
You'd
here.
well advised to keep some sort of grease product handy.
Grease product, you
I'd
say?
lend you some butter, but I'm all out, I'm afraid.
Do
That's
you
all
want some
right.
baby oil,
I'll
Miss
probably
Edie?
be able to find something. I'm sorry if the sound disturbed you, MM. I'll leave you in peace now.
Vomits
See
in
you
mouth.
later then, Edie. Goodbye, dear. Examine letter. Examine envelope.
Oh, damn,
Examine
it took our
baby
baby oil.
Examine letter pieces. Examine apartment key.
Well, let's go up first.
Examine letter pieces. Examine baby oil. Examine baby oil. Enter elevator. Enter elevator. Enter elevator. Press floor 3 button. Examine box. I think this box contains fire equipment. Open closet door. The door is locked. Open closet door. Open stairwell door. Examine apartment key. Examine apartment key. Open closet door. It's not the right key. Open closet door. Open right apartment door.
No,
That
no
wouldn't
more
be very
faces.
polite. I don't want to upset our new neighbors. Ring doorbell. Open right apartment door. Open stairwell door.
I don't know
The
what I was
stairwell
expecting
seems
from
to
this
have been
game, but for
sealed
some
off.
reason it's not
Judging
this.
by the warning
Well,
tape, I'd say it's probably hazardous.
access to the basement
Open left
requires a key,
apartment
well,
door.
obviously.
That wouldn't be very polite. I don't want to upset our new neighbors. Ring doorbell. Enter elevator. Enter elevator. Press floor 1 button. Examine keyhole. Access to the basement seems to require a key. Examine keyhole. Examine letter pieces. Examine apartment key.
I didn't
Examine
want this.
apartment key. It's not the right key. Examine keyhole. Access to the basement seems to require a key. Press floor 1 button. Open door. Look through window. Talk to Mr. Morton. Examine key. Talk to Mr. Morton. Examine key.
I
That
don't think
must
we
be
need to
the
talk
key
to
to
him.
Mr. Morton's office. Examine ink pad. Compared to the rest of Mr. Morton's office, the ink pad looks relatively new. Examine ink pad. Examine stamp. It's an old wooden stamp. Examine stamp. Examine stamp. Talk to Mr. Morton. Open door.
Alright,
The
so our
door is
furniture is
locked.
here, but I think that's...
I'm over here.
Pray there isn't a
Mr.
fire,
Ned.
right?
Just come over to the hatch if you want to talk
Alright, we're gonna
to me.
talk to him.
Open left door.
As much as I
Open
don't want
left
to.
door.
So we
The
gotta let...
stairwell seems
We gotta
to
let
have been
old
sealed off.
narrator...
Judging by
catch
the
up.
warning tape, I'd say it's
Just give us a
probably
minute here.
hazardous. Enter lobby. Enter hallway. Look through window. Talk to Mr. Morton. Hello again, Mr. Neff. Did you require anything else?
So your family owns this building. What can you tell me about the estate? Could you tell me about the other inhabitants? You know what?
Nothing else right
None
now.
of that. I don't need
I'm
any
here
of that
if you need
information.
me. Enter lobby. Examine mailboxes.
Okay.
Examine envelope.
Eddie Jones. Morton Estates Incorporated. F. Morton. T. Brittle. Oh, so it used to be Brittle? S. Theed and M. Willard.
Examine fourth mailbox. It
I
says
think
T.
this is
Brittle,
ours now.
but I think this is ours now. Examine fourth mailbox.
Unlock the
Examine
letterbox.
apartment key.
Nothing
Examine apartment key. Examine apartment key. I've unlocked the letterbox. Open fourth
there.
mailbox.
Sometimes old apartments will
Open
use the
fourth
same
mailbox.
key for a lot
Examine
of different things.
apartment key.
I've just
Examine
returned and I am
apartment key.
lolling at the weird robot
It's
voice.
not the right
Oh,
key.
you weren't here for the start of this.
Examine first mailbox.
That is our narrator.
Examine first mailbox.
He's
Examine apartment key. Examine
give him a minute.
apartment key.
Give him a minute. He'll catch up.
It's not the right key. Examine
not the right
second
key.
mailbox.
He
Examine
is
apartment key.
reading this for us, saving
Examine
me from
apartment key.
having to do voices for everybody.
Examine apartment key. It's not
He's
the
doing
right
it for
key.
us. The game
Examine
recommended
third
that we do
mailbox.
not play
Examine
with the
apartment
text to
key.
talk on. This is for the
Examine
visually
apartment
impaired.
key. It's not the right key.
But I don't care.
Examine fifth mailbox. Examine third mailbox. Examine apartment key.
He'll catch up.
Examine
He will catch
apartment
up.
key.
Just give him a minute.
It's not the right key. Examine sixth mailbox.
She hasn't seen the
Examine sixth
faces.
mailbox.
Oh, that's true.
Examine ventilation
This
grate.
is gonna give you nightmares,
It
Kinsey.
looks like an old ventilation grate.
Give her a minute to prepare.
Examine
Yeah.
ventilation grate.
Brace yourself. This game
Examine
is
ventilation grate.
weird. Your vocal cords are thanking Random Robot Man. That's true. All right. I guess we should talk to
Talk
the.
to mover. Examine sofa.
Hey.
Talk to mover. Are you Victor Neff? Yeah, that's me. We've got your sofa here,
Why is it
sir.
wedged in the door?
ready and delivered. So if you just sign the receipt right here, I'll leave it in your hands.
Well, he's normal looking compared to the other. Yeah, he is very normal looking.
You can't leave the sofa here, you've got to deliver it to our apartment. I won't sign the receipt unless you deliver the sofa to our apartment. You can't leave the sofa here, you've got to deliver it to our apartment.
Actually, you deliver to an
It says nothing about an
address.
apartment delivery in the contract.
So if it
sir.
delivers to an apartment number, you would have
We
to deliver
deliver door
it
to door, like it says right here. And technically speaking, this sofa has been delivered to a door.
there. Well, you're a prick.
I don't buy that for a second. I think you managed to get our sofa stuck in the doorway. And since you can't get it free, you're just gonna leave it there?
It's nice that they included accessible voiceover thing. Yeah, it's true. The accessibility options in this game are pretty good.
You call it
Seemingly
stuck.
pretty good.
I say it's delivered.
You call it
Sir.
stuck. I say it's delivered. When did you stop caring about your job? Come on, help me out here. I've got a pregnant wife upstairs and I can't get... Well, I'm not telling him that. When did you stop caring about your job? No, you're content
And
with
you're
that?
content with that? I guess I am.
When
When did you stop caring about your job, man? Helping people move their furniture is my greatest passion, sir.
I guess we have to tell him about our
Come
wife
on,
upstairs.
help me out here. I've got a pregnant wife upstairs and I can't
crowbar.
get this free by
I said
myself.
sarcasm.
Well,
What gave
I
it
guess I
away?
could give you this complimentary crowbar. I'm sure a big guy like you will be able to pry that sofa free in no time. Provided that you sign the receipt, of course. I refuse to sign anything until the sofa is in our apartment.
I'm not signing anything
Fine.
until it's there.
Give it here, I'll sign the damn thing. I refuse to sign anything until
Good
the
luck
sofa is
proving
in
that
our
in court.
apartment. Then we'll be standing here a very long time, and I wish to remind you, we're charging you by the hour. Your moving firm is by far the worst I've ever employed. A thorough checkup
God, I
is
hate this
always
guy.
recommended before employing
Is this
someone's
like a
services.
yes? It is all claymation and cardboard, is what the thing said.
Fine. Give it
I couldn't
here.
get out of the
I'll
conversation
sign
without
the
signing
damn
it.
thing. I'm glad you see reason, sir. Here you go. You haven't heard the last of this. Signed and delivered. Personally, I consider this a job well done. I'm sure you do. Talk to mover. You're just gonna stand there? Seeing as I can't get out, I thought I might as well take a little break. You're probably the laziest mover I've ever encountered. Enjoy your sofa.
Seems to be permanently stuck. Okay, well, I
Examine
guess we
sofa.
just live here now.
The sofa is
I
blocking
mean,
the entrance.
we did live here, but
It seems
you know
to
what I
be
mean.
permanently stuck. Enter hallway.
Oh wait, hang on.
Enter elevator.
Oh, that was the alarm
Enter
button. Glad
elevator.
that didn't work.
Press alarm button. I'd better not.
So,
might
Kinsey,
upset
brace
the
for
neighbors.
nightmares.
Press floor 1 button. I'm already on the first
Ah,
floor.
yes, claymation.
Press floor 1 button. Examine
Horrifying.
keyhole. Look through window. Enter elevator. Enter elevator. Examine keyhole.
Welcome back, Kobe.
Press floor 2 button.
Let's show him our wife.
floor
Yes,
3.
let's show him our wife indeed.
Press floor 2
It's
button.
a shame we're out of baby
Open your
oil,
apartment door.
honestly. Feel like you would be amused by that.
Enter kitchen.
That we rub down with baby oil?
Enter living room.
Uh-oh.
Enter living room.
Oh, that guy, why is he not? Are you okay, Kinsey? Did you not see his deadly eyes? Alright, maybe this will be better.
Talk to Alicia. Was that Mr. Morton I heard in the hallway?
It hurts my soul! Because she's looking at my soul! We're gonna not tell her about the note yet until we have it substantiated with some evidence. He was here to drop
He
off the
was
spare
just
key.
here to drop off the spare key.
Her eyes are very
Did you
dead.
get a creepy vibe off him?
Kinda,
Can't
yeah.
say I did. He still
Well,
seems quite
I
nice to
did.
me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just overreacting about him.
I'm pretty sure you're
Enter
not.
kitchen.
Pretty sure you're not.
Enter nursery.
Our hallway nursery.
Examine box. Enter bedroom.
Alright,
Examine apartment key.
let's crowbar this.
Examine crowbar.
Nope, honey, he's going to
Examine
murder you
crowbar.
with a steamroller, and he
Examine
said
floorboard.
so. Edie,
The
sorry.
crowbar snapped in half.
The crowbar snapped in half. Yeah, I'm glad it's a piece of metal so we could still make use of it, but okay,
It's not
game.
even metal.
Oh,
Good thing I managed to get the board up before it broke. Examine hole.
examine the hole. What the fudge? Is this a horror game? Should I use I don't know if it's a horror game. Nope, time to move it. Yeah, this is a bomb.
Examine machine. Examine machine. This
Current
device
ends
seems
up.
to be where the current ends up. I have no idea what it
the
does.
hell?
Examine machine. Examine meter. Turn switch. Turn switch.
Okay, so
Examine
we
resistor.
have to...
Turn switch. Examine resistor. The circuit board has a lot of resistors on it,
Does it
but I
increase or
can't
decrease the
recall what a
current running through
resistor
it?
does exactly. Does it increase or decrease the current running
I
through
believe
it?
it decreases the current.
Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch.
Turn switch.
Examine resistor. Turn switch.
Turn switch.
Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch.
Turn
Turn
switch.
switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn
Enters
switch.
through here.
Turn switch.
I wonder if we should
Turn
turn
switch.
switch.
Examine resistor. Turn switch. Turn switch. Examine device. Examine device.
Current running through it.
I think the current enters through here. Examine
How
device.
much current do we want
Examine fuse.
to have in it, though?
Examine fuse. It looks like some kind of fuse. It looks like some kind of fuse. Examine fuse.
Do we want to avoid all the
Examine
resistors
meter.
then?
This device measures the current running through it. This device measures the current running through it. Examine meter. Examine meter.
So we go that way.
Examine meter. Examine machine. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Examine device. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch. Examine resistor.
I don't know exactly what it wants.
Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch.
Other than turn,
Turn
switch.
switch.
Turn switch.
Turn switch.
Turn switch.
Turn switch. Turn switch. Turn switch.
Hey, there we
Examine
go.
resistor. Turn switch.
It's probably designed to
Examine
blow
resistor.
before anything else could happen.
Turn switch.
Maybe I can bypass it somehow.
Turn switch. Turn switch.
Fuse is useless
Turn
now, I'll throw it
switch.
away.
Turn switch. Turn switch. Examine resistor. Turn switch. Turn switch.
That seems to have been
Turn
too much
switch.
power for the machine to handle.
Turn switch.
It's completely burnt
Examine
out.
meter.
I wonder what it operated.
Examine fuse. That seems to have overloaded the fuse. It was probably designed to blow before anything else could happen. Maybe I can bypass it somehow. Remove burned fuse. The fuse is useless now. I'll throw it away. Examine letter. Examine apartment key.
Well,
Examine apartment key. That seems
this
to
is
have
where
been
we
too
are
much
now.
power for the machine to handle. It's completely burned out. I wonder what it
we're currently
operated.
waiting for our
What
narrator
was
to
that?
catch up. What was that? That is what we call a very bad, not good
I
at all
thought I
thing.
heard some kind of noise. I don't know really. I followed some instructions on this note that led me to a circuit under the floorboard. After I tampered with the circuit, the painting flew up. What's that behind the painting then?
It's exactly what it looks like,
I'm
honey.
not sure.
Everyone's rental nightmare. Yeah, exactly.
Examine camera. So, what is it?
Exactly what it looks like. Pointing straight
Somebody
at the bed.
put a camera behind the painting, pointing straight at the bed. A camera?
Yeah, a camera.
You mean somebody was peeping on us while we slept?
Yes.
It certainly seems that
And all
way.
the baby oil.
Who would do such a thing? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we know. I don't want to freak her out, but at the same time, she should understand the threat that we're under. But do we currently blame it on the sexual conquests? No, I think it's Mr.
Mr. Morton is my prime suspect. I was just about to say that. He does seem like the likely culprit. After all, he had free access to the apartment. And if it was Mr. Morton, that means he found the note left by the previous tenant and tried to destroy it. That makes sense.
You do a very good
I
job.
told you I got a creepy vibe from the guy. It has to be Morton. He's trying to fulfill some kind of perverted fantasy peeping on us. I feel so violated, Victor.
Fair enough.
I think we should call the police immediately. What do you think? I'll make sure he doesn't get away before the police arrive. By now he's probably noticed that we've discovered what he's up to. I'll
This is
just
creepy.
go down and keep an eye on him until the police gets here. That sounds like a good idea. We have to make sure he doesn't get away with this. I'll call the police in the meantime. Enter nursery.
I think maybe, honey, we should both go down together.
Look inside box.
I think we should probably
Enter
stick
hallway.
together on this one, gonna be honest.
Talk to Alicia. I can't believe it, they put me on hold. This'll probably take a while. I'll go down and hold him
really
here
don't think
until
we
the
should do
police
that.
arrive. You do that.
We should
Here.
stay together.
Talk to Alicia. Open door.
We should really
Leave
stay together.
apartment. Open closet door. Examine box.
Y'all
I
should
think
leave
this
now.
box
So
contains
our
fire equipment. Examine
couch
box.
is wedged into the door.
Open closet door. Open closet door. The door is locked. Open closet door. Open left apartment door. That wouldn't be very
We're gonna
polite.
bring
I don't
Edie
want to upset our new neighbors.
and bring your child. Our child is
doorbell.
still in my wife's
Just
stomach.
a moment, dear. I'll be right with you. Why hello again, Mr. Neff.
They're clearly never seen any
I
horror
just
movies. Never
discovered
split
a
up.
surveillance
Yeah.
camera in our bedroom. A camera, you say? It was hidden behind a panel in the bedroom. I don't mean to throw accusations around, but you think Mr. Morton's behind it, don't you?
Yeah.
He does seem like the most likely culprit, given the circumstances.
I would eat the freaking couch if I needed to.
Agreed. I always knew there was something wrong with him. But this is far more sinister than I could ever imagine. My wife is calling the police right now. They'll hopefully be here soon. I just wanted to give you advance warning. In case he's installed cameras in your apartment too. I appreciate that, Victor. I'll start looking as soon as my guests leave. That's all, MM.
Oh, we scrolled
My
over the other
sofa is
options,
stuck
so
in
he's
the
gonna have to
entrance.
read them.
Could you help me get it free? I'm afraid I'm a bit too old for that sort of thing. A stunt like that would likely kill me. I was afraid you'd say that. I just discovered a surveillance camera in our bedroom. My sofa is stuck in the entrance, could you help me get it free? That's all, MM. See you later then, Edie. Goodbye dear. Enter elevator. Enter elevator.
Hey, look, he closed his
Press
window.
floor 3 button. Press floor 3
Is
button.
the crappy mover still
Ring
here?
doorbell. Ring doorbell.
He is.
Enter elevator. Enter elevator. Press floor 2 button. Press floor 1 button. Enter lobby. Examine sofa. Pick up coat hanger. Examine sofa. Examine sofa. The sofa is blocking the entrance. It seems to be permanently stuck. Examine ventilation grate. It looks like an old ventilation grate. Talk to mover. Has Mr. Morton passed through here?
Still nothing in our mailbox.
Mr. Morton. An elderly, shifty-looking fellow. The
Alright,
sofa's still
we're gonna wait for our
blocking the
narrator to
entrance.
catch up.
Sir,
Give him a minute.
nobody's coming in or out of this place.
He's doing his best.
Examine mailboxes.
It's your couch. You could absolutely
Close
rip it up
fourth
to get out. Oh,
mailbox.
yeah, you could really climb
Open
over it.
fourth
Squish past
mailbox.
it. Yeah.
Enter hallway.
We should be
Enter
getting
hallway.
our wife out of here now. Alright.
Look through window.
Then we're gonna have to use the coat hanger to get the key.
Raise window. Raise window. It's locked from within and won't budge. Raise window.
Yeah.
Examine coat hanger. Examine coat hanger. Pick up key. Raise window. Pick
So
up key.
here's my thinking.
Raise window. Examine ink pad. Compared to the rest of Mr. Morton's office, the ink pad looks relatively new. Examine ink pad. Raise window. Open left door.
So I'm actually gonna go back up and see if we
Stairwell
can open
seems
this
to
fire
have been sealed
doors.
off. Judging by the warning tape, I'd say it's probably hazardous. Examine Morton's office key. Examine Morton's office key. Open left door. It's not the right key. Open left door. Enter
Really?
elevator. Enter elevator. Press floor 1 button. Press floor 2 button. Examine Morton's
Really?
office
His
key.
office key isn't the one for the
Examine
elevator
Morton's
either?
office key. Open
Interesting.
closet door. It's not the right key. Open closet door. The door is locked. Enter elevator. Enter elevator. Examine Morton's
Let's
office key.
Peek through the keyhole
Examine
first.
Morton's office key. That
Gramophone.
doesn't seem to work.
So he's not actually
Examine
playing music
keyhole.
in there. He's probably
Press floor
already
one
up on the next floor.
Open door. The door is locked. Unlock door with key. Peek through
End of
keyhole.
chapter 1.
Peek through keyhole. I think I see a gramophone on the far side of the room. Enter lobby. Open left door. Examine Morton's office key. Examine Morton's office key. Open door. I've unlocked the door. Open door. Mr. Morton. I know you're in here. We found your camera. My wife's upstairs calling the police. They'll be here any minute.
The little man who wasn't there. Almost like you should have stayed with your wife. And just like that, we're going to end this drug trip of a game for now. I will probably play chapter 2 at least. I doubt I'm going to purchase the other chapters at this point in time, but yeah. This has been interesting. Alright, thank you everyone so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being you. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.